little bit about faith. His second step says that we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. See, the process of coming to believe is what restores us to sanity. Now, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. But the addict has a deeper level of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over again, fully aware of what the consequences is going to be, and proceed to do it anyway. See, at times we tend to use drugs to cover our feelings. At times we tend to use drugs to change our perception, right? And then this disease is in my thinking. It starts to tell me that the problem is end up being the solution, and the solution end up being the problem. We come to believe the moment that we see other recovering people who have experienced some of the things that we didn't experience, who have been in some of the depths of hell, the places that they had been. And they come to believe that if we have found a way out, that they can too recover from this horrible disease that's called addiction. You know, a power greater than myself. See, Nietzsche became the lower power. Yeah, see, my thinking had got me no further than a homeless shelter. Come on now, my thinking had got me no further than a drug problem with a drug problem. You know, leaving my kids and things of that nature was insane. Today, me having the restoration means that it'll be crazy for me to return to the source of my allergy. It'll be crazy for me to walk up to one of them drug dealers and say, may I have a heart attack or a fatal accident? The literature says if you have no problem with admitting that would be crazy, you should have no problem with the first step. You should have no problem with the second step. The first step is to admit that I'm powerless. The second step says, okay, now that you know what the problem is, we have found a solution. And the solution is in a power that's greater than yourself. Yeah. See, the people that I seen that had experienced what I experienced became a power greater than me. Because I wasn't willing to go right before God at that time. You know, see, a lot of the times people think that power greater is always God. That's not necessarily always accurate. A power greater can be the group. A power greater can be anything that you know has the power to transform your thinking, that has the power to inspire you and encourage you to do a little bit better today than you did yesterday. We talking about a restoration to some sanity. God is using the same people that has been in those situations to help those come out of it. God is using the same people that have visited some of those places to go back and bring people up out of it. That is the restoration. When you realize that your desire to use has been lifted, you have started to stop using, and you have started to live. So I wanted to encourage somebody. Yeah, seek out that power greater than yourself. You pray to that power. Come on now, Holy Spirit. See, I have a power. Yeah, that's greater than me. My power that's greater than me acknowledges the fact that, you know, I'm humble in these situations when I just don't know, and I have to be teachable. And sometimes we'll be expecting God to come out the sky when He's within us the whole entire time. He wants to take up residence. So I just want to thank each and every last one of you guys for rocking with the Carpenter Son. I want to thank you for opening up your lives to me. I want to thank you for coming to see me every morning and every evening of the day. Thank you for sharing and liking the videos. That means the world to me. I want to thank you guys, and most of all, thank God for the amazing ability to be able to be the Carpenter Son. That means something. I get to wake up every day and be Nietzsche. That's amazing. It's amazing by itself. So second step says that you never have to use again. It's some things that we have to do. It's some things that we have to do to make sure that our recovery stays intact. And sometimes a restoration means that I continue on the process of recovery to be restored to some sanity. It just don't happen one time and it's over with. You know, if I'm riding down the street and I start to think about using, oh, that'll be a nice spot to get high, I need a restoration. I need for my God. And sometimes I say the serenity prayer, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I can't change the fact that I just thought about picking up a girl. I can't change the fact that I just thought about when I used to get high in that place. Accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can. Lord, grant me the courage to tell myself, no, I don't get high no more, which means that's a restoration to some sanity. Yeah, sometimes we have to call out on God in them earlier stages. Sometimes you have to make a meeting when you ain't willing to go before God in those early stages. Sometimes you have to call a sponsor, somebody that you could trust, when you don't go straight before God in them early stages. A lot of people walking around having got a resentment against God and don't even know it. The steps are in order for a reason. You start to get open-minded to the possibility that there might be a power that's strong enough. There might be a power that's capable enough of restoring you to some sanity, man. We talking about reaching something that's called complete recovery, and you can't get there unless you take the steps. The elevator does not work. You have to take the steps. Thank you once again for rocking with the Carpenter Star. Step 2 is one of the most amazing steps, because what it says that at any given time you can be restored. At any given time, your mind and your thinking, you can change your thinking. All you have to do is to tell yourself, no, that's not what I do no more. That's not who I am no more. Today I'm not finna practice that. And you gotta tell yourself that over and over again until your mind starts to believe in it. This disease starts to leave you alone in that area. I struggled early on in recovery. I struggled, and I ain't struggled because, recovery was just, so hard. I struggled because it was some things that I wasn't willing to let go. It was some areas that I didn't want to be restored to sanity in. I thought it was okay if I wasn't using to get me some air now and then, but that's not the case. That's showing that you have a lack of discipline. That's showing that you have a lack of self-discipline when you do that. So I understand that today. Me being restored to sanity means the world to me. It means that I don't have to go back to the way that I live. It means I don't have to go back to being homeless all over again because I pay my bills. Come on now, somebody out there. That means that I don't have to go from being jobless all over again because I open my mind up on these jobs and I do what the job requires. See, step 3 also have the spiritual principle of willingness in it. You have to be willing to come to believe that a power can restore you to sanity. You got to get honest about what that power is. It's a humbling experience to admit that you are not that power. It was a humbling experience for me to admit the fact that it was something that was capable of helping me be restored to sanity. Today is a beautiful day that the Lord has created. Let's be glad and rejoice in it. So wherever you might be in your recovery process, just know this, that I'm rocking with you. Let's build something that's ever to leave a lasting mark on humanity. Let's do it together, man. It's gonna take us to help those addicts that's out there because the world don't understand. The world's make it seem like, half of these folks that's on drugs, like they just, these dingy and dirty people, when they suffering with mental illness, they suffering with childhood trauma, they suffering from abuse and all type of stuff that they try to medicate, man. So thank God for you guys, that's not afraid to stand up for what you believe in. That's not gonna film when they see people on the side of the road and have their episode, man. That'll get down there with them and take off the shirt off their back to make sure that somebody not walking around naked. I love you guys, and I'm gonna continue to build, man. Thank y'all for building with the Carpenter Son, and I'll see y'all on step 3.